This is the final matchup of the Winchester versus Billerica meet. Drew Piespanen at 145 against Danny Cassidy of Billerica. With 40 seconds left in the first period, Drew Piespanen gets a 2-point takedown. As we start the second period. Drew Piespanen of Winchester ahead of Danny Cassidy of Billerica. Drew's trying to lock up that cradle. Cassidy fights it off. Second period ends. Drew Piespanen holding on to a slim 2-0 lead over Danny Cassidy. Danny Cassidy of Bill Ricka in green. Drew Piespanen in black. Winchester scores a 2-point reversal. Piespanen has a 4-0 lead now. A minute 30 left in the match. Drew's got him on his back. A pin with a minute 12 left. And that ends the meet 57-9. So Winchester defeats Bill Ricka 57-9. Next match is going to be against Xaverian, and that'll finish the wrestling for today. This quad meet at Winchester. Bill Ricka had 2 state champions on their team. Both won their matches today, gave the 9 points for Bill Ricka. Hey, final match of the day. Winchester had a quad meet here at Winchester High School. We've already wrestled Needham and Bill Ricka. Won both of those matches. Our final match of the day is against Xaverian Brothers. We'll get started in just a few minutes. Xaverian is sort of banged up right now. One captain is on crutches at 52. He's not wrestling. Another captain left it's a private school. He left the school, so they're down him. And their 120 went on vacation with his family instead of sticking around and wrestling. So they're down a few people today. This last meet of the day is starting at 160 pounds. Doug McDonald for Winchester in black and red. Chris Ames for Xaverian in blue. A minute 10, pin for Doug McDonald, gets Winchester started 6-0. At 170 pounds, Cole King for Winchester, Henry Oberlander for Xaverian. the buzzer. Cole had a 5-0 lead, but got caught in a cradle, pinned at the buzzer of the first period. So the score is 6-6 for the teams. Winchester and Xaverian tied. 182, Joe Fallon for Winchester in the black and red. Sam Fire for Xaverian. Minute left in the first period. Joe Fallon has Sam Fire on his back. And that's it. 1:07. They didn't hear the whistle. There we go. $195, Jake Kelly for Winchester versus Kenny Kern for Xaverian. After 3 matches, Winchester has a 12-6 lead over Xaverian. Score here, 2 for Xaverian, 1 for Jake Kelly of Winchester. Go. Another 1:07 pin for Winchester. Kelly rolls on Xaverian, making the total score 18-6 Winchester. At 2:20, TJ Boudreau for Winchester, Taj Vasili for Xaverian. A 1:20 left in the first period. A pin in 1 minute 4 seconds for TJ Boudreau. Went over here somewhere. Next up, Winchester's big man, Captain Dan Neguro, wrestling 285 against Griffin Tarmy of Xaverian. 37 seconds. Dan McGurl gets a pin. Winchester now has a 30-6 lead over Xaverian. Okay, our 7th match against Xaverian. 106, Jordan Darby wrestling Pat Quinn of Xaverian in the blue. The first 6 matches were all pins. All in the first period. This match is flying. A minute to go in the first period.
No! Stop that!
Reaching back, the bane of the wrestler on bottom. Easy to get cranked over with a half Nelson if you reach back like that. .38 seconds left in the first period. Jordan Darby's scoring some back points here. Seconds to go in the first period. And we have our first match. Our first match to go past the first period. It's 5-0 for Winchester's Jordan Darby. Score is 6-0, 8-0 I mean, in favor of Jordan Darby. A minute 22 to go in the second period. (11-0) and a pin. With 1:06 to go. At 2:54 in the match, Jordan Darby gets another 6 for the team. Next up, at 113 pounds, Jared Martin for Winchester in black and red. He's got to wrestle Dan Santangelo of Xaverian. One of the captains is not wrestling today because of an injury. Says Dan's the best guy on their team going today. So Jared, the least experienced wrestler on the Winchester team, just having wrestled for 3 years, going up against Xaverian's best wrestler. after 7 matches. The score is Winchester 36, Xaverian 6. Going to start neutral. Coach Tremblay tells Jared, circle and hand fight, circle and hand fight. The score is 2-0. Dan Santangelo of Xaverian has the lead. A minute 13 to go in the second period. Score is 2-0, Xaverian. I don't know if Jared's hearing me saying change levels. That means go low, go high, hand fight. Advice from the coach. Jared tends to stay a little high. Might want to bend those knees more, protect against the single legs, double legs. Santangelo's in on that leg. And the period ends. We go into the third period. 2-0. Coach Tremblay tells him, Jared, head up, wrist control. .59 seconds left in the match. It's 2-0 for Xaverian. 2 seconds. One second left in the match. If Jared can get a reversal, that's the only chance. But 1 second, down 2-0. And that's it. Jared once again wrestles a really tough match. Forgets to shake hands though. Still a few things to learn. We're past the halfway point in this match. At 1:26, Anderson Nahr for Winchester, wrestling Colin Boughton for Xaverian. Team score is 36-9. By Anderson will clinch it for Winchester. There was no 120 match. Xaverian's wrestlers on family vacation, cruising somewhere in the Bahamas. Or in the Caribbean, I mean. And so Nick Stern for Winchester had no one to wrestle. Coach went no contest, no points for either team. At 1:26, Anderson Nahr has a 2-0 lead over the Xaverian opponent. Seconds left in the second period. It's 4-0 for Anderson Nahr of Winchester. And a pin with 35 seconds to go. Winchester victorious 3 times today. Coach is at 596 wins. Next up, Quinn Gregory. Quinn's having a fantastic year, mostly pinning all of his opponents. Just got back from Sons of Italy tournament where he pinned his way to the championship. This is at 132. Quinn Gregory for Winchester versus Brian Foley for Zavarian. Team score is 42-9. Winchester has won this match with 4 more to go. I should say this duel. Pin at 138. No, excuse me, 118. £138, Garrett Ludwig for Winchester versus Pat O'Brien for Zavarian. A pin in 16 seconds for Garrett Ludwig. I think we've only had 2 matches go into the second period. Winchester's pinning its way through Zavarian's lineup. 145 pounds, Drew Piespanen in black for Winchester. Black with the red stripes. Against Zavarian. Who is this? Brendan Kiley for Zavarian. A minute 10 to go in the first period. A pin in 109 for Drew Piespanen. Makes the team score 60 Winchester, 9 Zavarian. Final match of the day, 152 pounds, Anthony Fraumeni, Winchester in black and red, against Matt Rogers from Zavarian. Coach's advice to Anthony Fromeni. Coach Tremblay says break him down, then go armbar. Let's see if he can do it. Matt Rogers is tough to break down. And we've got a pin at 1 minute 5 seconds. That ends the match. Winchester versus Zavarian, 66-9. That's 11 pins for Winchester, 10 of them in the first period. It's not a long day of wrestling, but 3 wins today over Needham, Billerica, and now Zavarian. Zavarian's got 3 of their top wrestlers out. Wasn't really a fair contest with the shorthanded team. Next up for Winchester, Lowell Holidays, Thursday and Friday after Christmas.